Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? And welcome to Passion, Purpose, and Possibilities. Today, I want to talk a little bit about goals. Why do we have goals? What are your goals? What do you do once you set your goals? Just talk for a minute about goals. You know, so to me, the purpose of a goal is to have a target, a destination, if you will. Now, I know there's that saying out there, it's not the destination, life's a journey, not a destination, and whatever. um, and that may be your goal. Your goal is to have a journey, and that's fine. It's still a goal, it's still a destination. A journey is a destination. A goal is something to aim for, something to go for that, excuse me, that you want. Now, I've been learning more and more that having the want for that goal is a big factor in that. Because if you don't really want that goal, if it's someone else's goal, it's a quota at work, or it's something even like the goal to clean the house. Yeah, you want that done, but your heart's not into the process. So no, I'm talking more of the goals you want. Is it that vacation? Is it that lifestyles that you don't need a vacation from? Is it that new truck or SUV? Is it that whatever? What's something that you want? Yes, I want a clean house. I want a clean house. I want a nice looking yard. I want, a clean car, all that sort of stuff. But it's not where my heart fully is. My heart is more on, I want to go travel with my family or go do these activities with my family. I want to spend some time watching movies or reading a book, whatever that may be. What is it you want? And another part with that is not what you need per se. I need to get the house clean. I need to get my car fixed. I need a car to get to and from work. And not to downplay the importance of those things. But it's not necessarily what you want. I need to mow the lawn. It's important, it needs to be done, but it's not really what I want to do. And how specific are your goals? If you say, so I'm in Utah. If you say, my goal is to go to the East Coast. Okay, where? What do you want to do when you get there? How do you want to get there? How long do you want to be there? Do you just want to throw a dart at the board and that's where you're going? And if that's what you want, great, go for it. But how specific are you? You're just gonna go say, yep, I'm on the East Coast, and then come back home? Or is there a specific place on the East Coast you want to go? I want to go to New York and go see the Statue of Liberty, and I want to go see a play on Broadway, and I want my family there. I want to go around April with the blossoms in the DC area. I want to walk through the trees when they have their blossoms coming out. I want to tour the White House. How specific are you on your goal? I want to fly first class. I want to have a limo waiting to pick me up to take me to my hotel. Or I want a specific rental car waiting for me at the hotel. Or maybe you want to even charter a jet or take your own jet. How specific are you in your goals? I want a lot of money. Well, you compare that to, you take $1, $10,000 is a lot of money. $1 million is a lot of money. But you put $1 million next to Bill Gates or Elon Musk, that's not a lot of money. How specific are you? And the more specific you are, the more your heart's into it, the more emotional you get about it, the more you can picture it in your mind, the more your mind has to work with. Pretend you're a party planner and I'm your client and I say, I want to throw a party. And that's all the info I give you. What are you going to do with that? Is it going to be a birthday party with minions? Or is it going to be a graduation party? Or is it going to be a Christmas party? And you're going to have all your relatives over. Maybe it's a family reunion party. Maybe you're, do you want line dancing? Do you want pin the tail on the donkey? Do you want water balloon fights? So the more information you write down about your goal, the more your mind has to work with and can go off of and start creating that and turning it into reality. Going back to the trip to the East Coast. I just want to go on the East Coast. Okay, East Coast. Yep, looks good. But if I say I want to go to this state, this city, this beach, let's say Naples, Florida. I want to go to this specific area in Naples, Florida. I want to go in mid-June. I want to go whatever. There's this specific date and stuff. And then what I'll do is I'll start researching, okay, what's around there? Oh, I want this restaurant. I'm going to go to that restaurant. I want to fly first class there. I want this kind of rental car or limousine to pick me up. I want to stay at this hotel. I want this kind of room. I'm going to have these people with me. We're going to be there for 10 days. We're going to do these 5 main activities. How specific are you with goals? And write them down. And don't be ashamed of them. Don't be embarrassed by them. Feel free to just start. Dream big. When I wrote down my goal the first time, it's completely different than when I wrote that similar goal, a couple times later. I started with, I want to go to the East Coast. That's what I started with. Okay. Then I went back and I thought about it. I'm like, okay, no, I want to go to this specific thing. I want to do this. And as you can see, I've got a whiteboard behind me. I'm writing down stuff all the time on that thing. I've got, over here, you can see this board. It's got a bunch of quotes and stuff that remind me, about my goals. And then think from your goal. If you think from your goal, envision yourself at that place. Envision yourself doing those things, putting your feet in the ocean or riding in that limo to your hotel or whatever. Envision yourself there in as much detail as you can. If your goal is, a new house, what do you want the yard to look like? How many bedrooms? What's the square footage? What city? Do you want trees around it? Do you want a long driveway, a short driveway? Do you want fenced in? Do you want gates? Is it going to have skylights in your kitchen? And then envision yourself in that house, sitting on the couch watching TV, cooking dinner in the kitchen, playing pool in your rec room, whatever. So there's a whole lot more. We can keep going on depth and stuff about goals and stuff, but I just wanted to jump on and put out a few thoughts to hopefully help, get you started on writing your goals. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help you any way I can. Go live your passion, go live your purpose, and pursue those possibilities. We'll see you next time.